I think Linda deserves the Rotary Civic Award because she's the consummate servant leader. It doesn't matter what she touches, it turns to some form of improvement to the quality of life in the greater Evansville region. She gets up every day, goes to work, goes to community meetings with the thought and the focus of improving our quality of life, and she does it with everything she touches.
Her fingerprints are everywhere. We're standing in front of the University of Evansville sign, and Linda was the board chair for numerous years and did a great job. But you know, the beauty of Linda White is she does so many things behind the scenes. She's so humble that sometimes you know her fingerprints are there, but she'll quickly remove them because she doesn't want credit, because that's just who Linda is.
Linda, you and your staff are some of the most selfless, compassionate caregivers in this community.
You know, when I first met Linda White, I was just in awe. She is such a force. You know, she is a dynamic leader, an inspirational communicator, and such a generous spirit.
I've had the pleasure of both being Linda's boss when I served on the Deaconess board, and then Linda joined the Old National board and was my boss. And I would just say in both cases, you saw the same Linda White, which is somebody that was deeply, deeply committed to her patients, her associates. You'd walk the halls of Deaconess with Linda after a board meeting. She literally knew every associate at Deaconess. You'd go to the Old National Bank board meetings and Linda knew everybody. And she'd walk in and she'd always start the meeting with some little game or joke or something, because she wanted everybody to feel comfortable, because what Linda White is, she wants everybody to feel included. She wants everybody to feel like they're part of the team.
My name is Victor Jackson, and I've worked here approximately 50 years. They used to have meetings over at Johnson Hall about once every 2 months. And my storeroom was right in the path of where other people had to pass by. And Linda would come in on her way over to Johnson Hall sometimes and talk to me, and I did not know she was such a sports fan. She loves the Indianapolis Colts, and she knows I'm a Pittsburgh Steelers fan. She knows that. So we would talk football for a few seconds, and then she'd be on her way.
I'm Sean McCoy. I'm the CEO here at Deaconess, and I've known Linda White for now more than 30 years. I remember her coming up one day, introducing herself, which was a little unusual. She was an executive in the company to come up to that support area and do that. So I knew she was unique at that point.
This is my pet bird, Holden. And here's another one of my pet birds, Oliver. They thank you because they believe E is for everyone.
Linda's secret sauce is that she genuinely cares about people. Carol and I have had the pleasure of being in the hospital with Linda, serving snack packs to medical professionals during the pandemic. And it's amazing how many people Linda personally knows, but she just doesn't know, oh, there's Bobby or Susie. She knows what Bobby and Susie's sons and daughters and grandkids do. They may have a grandson who's the leading home run hitter in West Little League. Linda will know that.
Humor is what she uses to disarm people and to make them understand what she wants to get accomplished. And it goes back to that great humility. But you know, for Linda, it's all about the cause, and it's, you know, if she has to dress up as a Girl Scout to make sure people understand the value of what Girl Scouts do in our city, she's going to do it.
Just in true Linda spirit, she did not tell me about a little secret she had, which was making the decision not to come out to do her speech in normal clothing. She was actually wearing her Girl Scout uniform, and I bet it was her 5th grade Girl Scout uniform. She made such a stir and such a commotion in that space. It was so fun and so delightful to see her just embrace her past and just enjoy the time talking about Girl Scouts, talking about her experience, and talking about what an impact it made on her.
I think the funniest thing that I have ever seen Linda do, and she's done a lot of crazy things. I mean, the costumes, you name it, she'll do anything for a cause. But it was for Farrell Hospital, one of our affiliate hospitals, their foundation. They were raising money, and she did a lip sync contest. Dressed up in a wig, and it was to an Elvis song. It was probably the funniest thing I've ever seen.
In 2017, Linda was honored by Deaconess with the opening of the Linda E. White Hospice Center. We all know that end-of-life decisions are often extremely difficult, but at the LEW, there's an exceptional level of coordination of care.
As you walk the halls of the hospice, you see these families that are in their lowest point of grief, and they're comforted by the fact they're in the hospice. And I would argue they're also comforted by the fact that Linda's name is there, because everyone that goes through Deaconess knows Linda White, and they know who she is and the compassion that she brings to it. So, you know, what a wonderful testament to Linda White, the person, to be in a place where you're giving comfort and peace to family at their lowest point, because that's what Linda would do.
When our department was going to be subcontracted out to a different company, not Deaconess related, I called her and asked and talked to her. I says, I know she's the one person I can talk to who's going to give me good advice. And she says, Victor, we're going to take care of you because you've taken care of us, patients, you know, employees, visitors for all this time. So we're going to take care of you. We're going to look out for you until you retire.
I'm particularly thankful for what Linda has done in the mental health space. Before COVID hit us, I asked Linda to lead a mental health task force. We had all these great organizations doing really good work in the mental health space, but we know we needed to get some focus and clarity about the services that were offered here, and we knew that we needed more services. Linda just jumped in with both feet. I asked her to lead a new task force. She did it, but she just didn't lead the task force. She sent out the meeting agenda. She made sure that everyone got the minutes from the meeting. She took copious notes. She made sure everybody was involved and engaged. And it's not like Linda's not busy enough in all the other things she does, but she didn't hesitate when I asked her to do it. And that commitment has been a real blessing for our community.
And the fact that she is a female is just an added bonus. Because a lot of times, you know, if girls can't see it, they don't know to be it. And Linda has paved such a beautiful path forward for so many generations of young women to be successful in their own right.
But what she continues to do today is really assist female leaders within the organization, really helps them, and is a support for them in order for them to, you know, figure out the best ways that they can grow within the organization and really have that confidence that they can do it.
Hey Linda, congratulations on your big Rotary Award. I just want to thank you for your support of the Arc of Evansville and all those really big shows that you performed in as Elvis and different characters. You wore many hats, but the one hat that surprised me most was cycling. I didn't know you did that. We ran into each other at the Hilly 100, I think, 5 or 6 times over the years. Among 5,000 riders, we would just always happen to bump into each other. And you would power up those hills like nobody's business. So I think that's probably one of the reasons you're getting this award today, is that grit and determination to climb any hill and wear any hat. Congratulations.
A woman or a man has just begun to discover the meaning of life when they plant a tree under which full well they know they'll never sit. Linda, you have symbolically planted a forest right here in the tri-state and in our community, and today it's my pleasure to plant a gorgeous dogwood in your honor. And not just any dogwood, but one called a Milky Way, because you're always shooting for the stars. Congratulations on being selected as Rotary Civic Award winner for 2022.
Linda, thank you for being a role model, for being a leader, for being inspirational, for continuing to advocate for those that need you most. This honor is certainly well deserved.
From Lisa and I, our heartiest congratulations on an extraordinarily well-deserved recognition. You are a great leader, a compassionate person, and I'm proud to call you a friend. Congratulations, my friend.
Linda, congratulations. Carol and I are so pleased of your selection of the Rotary Civic Award. You do so much for our community, and personally you've been such dear friends to us. We are blessed to have you in our lives. We're so grateful for everything that you do. It's always a pleasure to see your smiling face, and it's always a pleasure to work beside you, because we know that everything you do turns to gold. Thank you, Linda. Congratulations.